Senate Armed Services Committee Ranking Member Jack Reed shared his perspective on the recent developments surrounding Ukraine. This week, the president gathered European leaders and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House. The Wall Street Journal's Peggy Noonan described the gathering as a powerful visual, one Putin certainly did not want to see. She noted that Trump could have easily told Zelensky he was on his own, and much of his political base would have accepted that. Instead, he has chosen to remain engaged in the process, pushing for dialogue and a path toward peace. According to Senator Reid, the president gave some momentum to the process, but no concrete results have emerged. Putin continues to demand the surrender of Ukrainian territory, something Reid warns would only pave the way for future attacks. Ukrainians remain determined to fight on. While the meetings reflected camaraderie among allies, there was no concrete peace plan or framework established. One key issue under discussion is the concept of security guarantees. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff suggested it could be similar to NATO's Article 5 protections, though not full NATO membership. Washington Post columnist Mark Thiessen argued this would give Putin what he wants: no NATO membership for Ukraine, while still offering Ukraine the protection benefits of NATO. He called it a potential key to achieving Trump's stated goal of forging a lasting peace. Reid emphasized that Ukraine's integrity can only be preserved through strong military alliances with Western powers. But he acknowledged a major stumbling block. Putin has made clear he does not want NATO in Ukraine. Reid warned that in the meantime, Putin believes time is on his side, as prolonged fighting increases Ukrainian casualties and weakens their position. Reports suggest that a presentation of the security guarantee plan could come as early as this week. The president has said this will not involve U.S. troops on the ground, though air support could be considered. Reid agreed that American air power could play a critical role, but raised the question, if NATO troops are not on the ground, who will defend Ukraine? Until there is a clear structure in place, these discussions remain unresolved. In Congress, more than 80 senators have co-sponsored a sanctions bill targeting Russia and its major trading partners, including India, Brazil, and China. But experts caution that sanctions alone are unlikely to change Putin's behavior unless he faces the prospect of defeat on the battlefield. Reid argued that sanctions are important, but must be enforced effectively, something the U.S. and allies have historically struggled with. Russia has long used China and alternative payment systems to bypass restrictions. He added that complementing sanctions with more military aid and even seizing frozen Russian assets could dramatically shift the equation. There are currently around $300 billion in frozen Russian central bank reserves held in U.S. and European banks. Redirecting that money to Ukraine, Reid suggested, could increase pressure on Moscow. In conclusion, Reid stressed that only a combination of sanctions, military support, financial aid, and the use of frozen assets will have the power to force Putin to move. And that wraps up today's story. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to support our work here at Hill Stories. Hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss the stories shaping our world. And of course, tap the bell icon to stay alerted the moment a new video goes live. This is Hill Stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.